lawmakers are trying to pass laws that would allow individuals to get ivermectin, the great conservative hope, ivermectin, without having a doctor's approval. This is fascinating and telling of our political climate right now. Let me take it to New Hampshire. New Hampshire residents may soon be able to get ivermectin from the pharmacist without first getting a prescription or approval from a doctor. This is new legislation, just hit, proposed legislation titled House Bill 1022. Remember that. House Bill 1022 would allow pharmacists to dispense the drug, which some believe can treat COVID-19, even though it lacks approval for such use from the US Food and Drug Administration by means of standing orders. Under the law, now watch what they did, watch how they did this, very slick. Under the law, pharmacists would be able to dispense ivermectin under the delegated prescriptive authority of the physician or advanced practice registered nurses. Specify a mechanism to document screening performed and the prescription in the patient's medical record, and include a plan for evaluating and treating adverse events. That's according to the bill, all right? That's wording in the bill. It then says, any such prescription shall be regarded as being issued for a legitimate medical purpose in the usual course of professional practice. Now, keep in mind, they're changing the entire law in order to do this. The pharmacist would also be required to provide any patients who receive ivermectin with a standardized information sheet written in plain English that provides healthcare referral information and notes the importance of follow-up care. Now, here's the great irony of this law. Noting on the information sheet shall discourage, watch this, recipients from using ivermectin for the treatment of COVID-19, the bill read. All right, I gotta pause on this point because it's very important. Literally, to cover their ass, they're going to make pharmacists say, hey, this is really discouraged to treat COVID-19. Why? Because they know the science. They know it doesn't. They know it doesn't work. And the entire genesis of this bill is because Republicans, conservative, Trumpites have said, we want ivermectin. And we want it specifically to treat COVID-19. The lawmakers are not being genuine with you when they say, okay, we're gonna give it to you, but we're gonna make the pharmacists tell you that it's not to treat COVID-19 so that you can't sue us when you die from it. That's what this is about. You don't believe me? Listen to what the sponsor of the bill said. Republican State Representative Leah Cushman, a sponsor of the bill and a registered nurse, told Newsweek that she wanted to make sure residents of the state have options for treatment of COVID-19.
Yeah.
She just told you what it's for. She wants Republicans in particular to have this option for the treatment of COVID. She said that on the record. And then in the bill, it says, not for the treatment of COVID, right? And a pharmacist has to create a document to tell you that, but it's the opposite of what the lawmakers are doing it for. The FDA, once again, has not approved ivermectin for the treatment or prevention of COVID-19 in both humans and animals. According to his website, it is, however, approved for human use to treat infections caused by parasitic worms and head lice and skin conditions. That's what it's used to treat, and they know it. All right, Aida, I'm sorry. The hypocrisy of these damn politicians for creating a law that they know can kill people and already has hospitalized loads of people, and they cover their own ass in the wording of the bill just so they can't get sued. It pisses me off.
I know, because you care about people and you have common sense. And you know those parents that have unruly children, but they don't want to be embarrassed, or they just do give them whatever they want. That's what these politicians are doing.
That's a good point.
Nobody insults the base more than the people who they follow. Nobody insults, all of those people will speak against vaccines, but they're all vaccinated. They just continue to do that. You know what? We talk about hustling as selling drugs on the street of the neighborhoods that like I came from, and many people like me come from. The biggest hustle in this country is in Washington, D.C.
Oh yeah.
Those people, those lobbyists are getting it in. If you see this happening, it's because these people are trying to win an election and they're trying to get back in that White House, and they're gonna do whatever it takes and whoever it costs to make it happen, because they don't care about these people. And it's obvious that they don't care because the vaccination rate in the red states are low with right wingers, and they are dying at a greater rate than the people that are leftists, right? But it's just interesting to me to see how they will do whatever it takes to just appease these people, even if it is at their own expense. And that's where we are now. They are so preoccupied with the dollar, the companies that they're getting paid by. That's why you need to investigate the people who you vote for, the people in your state, in your local community, and see who their affiliations and their ties are with, and who's putting money in their pockets. Because usually when they're getting money put in their pockets, that is not in your best interest as a constituent. That's usually why they have to pay them to get whatever they want to get going, because it's usually not in the best interest of the person that of the voter.
I concur completely.